What it do? It's your girl Naya.
It's your boy J Red.
And we are back with a video. We is chilling on the patio. We decided to do this video outside just because Naomi is sleeping and she needs to nap. We came on here to talk about the labor story as well as just both of our journeys following after the baby, so postpartum journey. And not only women experience postpartum things, but also men do too as well. So yeah, so let's see. To go backwards, first of all, Naomi is almost 2 months old, and yeah, time is flying. Like, I didn't think before having a kid, I used to hear people say like time flies like when you have children, but it's really true. Like, it really does fly. I go back to work tomorrow. Sadly, she is going to be. She's 7 weeks actually. I go back to work tomorrow. So if you see us looking over there, we're actually checking. Well, just not. I'm checking on Naomi. If I keep looking, I'm checking to see. I can see Naomi right here. But anyway, so I go back. I went to the doctor on July 2nd, I think. July 2nd or July 1st. One of them. I went to the doctor. Before I went to the doctor, I kept having like high blood pressure. And so it was very not normal for me. So when I went into the doctor, my blood pressure was like through the roof. It was like what?
130?
No, it's higher than that. It was like
your blood
150. Yeah, it was like 150 over like 90 or whatever, which is very high for me. So I had to
Heart rate.
right, and heart rate. I had to be admitted that night actually. So it was July 1st. I had to be admitted that night. She wanted to induce me that night. I like actually start the induction process that night, but they end up scheduling the day on July 4th. But anyway, so I have preeclampsia. If you guys don't know what that is, it's just like a lot of protein in your system, and you have to get the baby out ASAP because it can be dangerous to me and also the baby. So, so they scheduled the induction for July 4th. We had to be at the hospital at 6 o'clock on July 4th. And then we got the process started. They give you Pitocin, fluids. Just the whole process of the labor process was hard. I think I would say very hard for me. I have a very low pain tolerance, but I really did good thanks to my mom and Justin. Just big shout out to them because I probably would never been able to do that without them. So I went through the whole process. Before I got induced, I was already 2 centimeters, and so I kept. I was having contractions and I didn't even know it. I got the epidural. At what? About 5.
I wouldn't say 5. I'd say like around 3 o'clock.
No, I'm saying 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters.
Oh, 5 centimeters.
I think it was 5 centimeters when I got my when I asked for the epidural. You have to get a bag of fluid before you can get the epidural. So the story about my epidural is crazy. The man came in there, did my epidural, and I feel good because they shoot you first in your back and then they give you like a pump that you can press. And so I felt great. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I'm numb. I'm starting to numb up or whatever. 30 minutes later, y'all, I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to feel all my contractions, and I'm starting to feel like pain. Like, it's not like pressure, it's pain. Like, I'm in pain. And I'm asking the nurse, like, do some people like not like take the epidural? Like, am I one of them people that the epidural doesn't work? And she's like, no, it should work. And I'm like, it's not working. So they're like, are you pressing the button? Like, are you pressing the button? I'm like, yes. So I keep pressing the button. I'm like, okay, so maybe I just have to give it time. I think like an hour or so passed, and I'm still like in pain. Like at this point, I'm like I can feel like I'm hurting really bad, and so they finally figured out the problem. She came over there. Well, the man, I was like, she went to call the anesthesiologist back up there, and he was like, "Are you not feeling anything?" I'm like, "No, like I'm in pain. Like I'm about to curse somebody out at this point, like for real." They figured that the pump, yeah, it was a low battery. Like the batteries were dead in the pump. So I'm sitting here in pain. At that point, I'm like 8 centimeters at the time that they fixed this pump. So I'm feeling everything, and I'm like literally on my deathbed. So anyway, so they finally get the pump working. So when he came in there, he put an extra pump, like an extra syringe or medicine or whatever in my back, and then cranked the pump up to like 9, I think it goes to like 8 or 9, then he put it up to 9, which they said that they don't really do that unless, they don't do that though. So I'm like numb, like I can't feel anything, I can't feel my legs, like when I touch my legs, I can't even feel them like they there. I'm like, this is too numb, like it's supposed to be this numb. She was like, well, he turned it up more, so that's why you feel more numb. So I'm like freaking out. The pressure is intense at this point. I was like almost like 9, almost 10 centimeters. So the pressure is getting intense. Like I feel like I need to push. So I started getting chest pains, y'all. My heart rate shot up. So at this point, I had to get a C-section just because just a lot of my body went into shock. It's just so much stuff happening. I was in pain. It was just a lot. So I had to get rushed to a C-section. I was nervous about that. I began to cry. Just because in that situation, like I wanted to push, even though I was afraid. I wanted to push and do that experience, but I'm grateful for either experience. But I had to get a C-section. Very scary. Yeah.
C-section, yeah. It went well. It went well though. You know what I'm saying? So we got through everything as well. She was about 9 centimeters. The doctor showed us her head almost there.
I was 10 centimeters.
10 centimeters, and she was almost coming out. But they end up telling her she can't. They don't want her to push because of her chest pain and high blood pressure and preeclampsia. It just didn't all
go well together.
Go well together. So
my heart rate was like 160. And that's already pushing it. So.
But everything came out. Everything came out good. Everything came out good. That's so funny.
I love me too. Thank you, Nicole.
She talks about postpartum depression in men. I don't know. I don't know if I felt it.
Well, I mean, not every person.
Still being it.
True. That is true. I would say postpartum journey. Anyway, before we get to postpartum, my C-section experience, he said the C-section experience went great. It went great as well as we made it out alive. But I did not like the experience. I was very much high on medication. In the room, like while that whole process is going on, like I felt out of my body. Like I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't barely keep my eyes open because of all the medication I was on. It was just a lot for me. Like when Naomi came out and the baby was crying, like all I wanted to do was I just wanted to go to sleep. Like they brought they brought Naomi over there and I was just like, great, my baby is here, but can I please get up from this position? Like have my arms all like this. It was just way too much for me. Afterwards, still way too much for me. I just did not like the after experience at all. But we are blessed. We are here.
Your healing process went well too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Got up moving around
Quicker than usual.
I don't know about that. You was pretty nervous about moving around and getting up to at least going to the bathroom.
True, that is true. I was scared because that first, like, that pain is no joke afterwards. Like, it feels like once you get up, it feels like all your insides just drop. So it's like, I didn't want to get up, but I had to. But then after I got up, like, I started moving around more and more.
Right.
Postpartum journey, we got to go home about 3-4 days later. It was very hard for me at first when I got home, just out of the fact that I couldn't move around how I wanted to. Like, I couldn't physically get her out the bassinet or pick her up, get in my bed, lay in my bed, get out, get off the couch fast. When she starts crying, go to get her immediately. Like, I couldn't do that physically just because of my healing process. And it really took a toll on me at first. Like, I was very sad, very emotional, but I guess that comes with after having a baby. But that just made the process worse on me just because I can't do these things for my baby and I want to be there. But thankfully, my mom and Justin was there. So, help.
Got through it. You know, we here today to say that Naomi is 7 weeks today. 7 weeks and counting. And I'm just happy. You know, stepping into parenthood and adjusting it real well. She's about to go to daycare. And kind of nervous about that, but you know, I think everything's gonna be okay.
I definitely think so.
But it's a struggle, you know. It's a challenge, you know what I'm saying. It's a challenge that you get home from the hospital and you know you got a baby. You got a baby now. You gotta get up. You know what I'm saying. See what's going on. You know, change diapers, make a bottle, get up in the stuff that you not normally doing. Have to change and adjust to it. So you know,
it was definitely an adjustment. I could say about the first, I was very nervous about going home from the hospital. Even though the nurses, like, we basically took her from the day that she got there. Like, it ain't like she went to a nursery or
right,
whatever.
Yeah.
So
we didn't put her in the nursery.
Yeah, so it was literally us on the first day. Like, we was like, I was in first. Like, it's just us. Like, but then when you go home, it's like, wow, you really can't. It's just us. So you gotta, you know, I don't know, like, how to do it. I'm like, this come with a handbook. Like, but no, it was a real, like, I must say, give thanks to my mother because she let us, she was here for 2 weeks. And the first week, I really wanted to get a feel for how to get to know, to adjust, and like how to do the parenting thing. And so, but the second week, like, my mom allowed us to sleep at night. Like, she'll watch Naomi at nighttime. When she get up, she'd be like, y'all need to rest, just because when she leaves, it's on us.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't want.
I was still going to work though. Like,
yeah.
I was still going to work, but you know, still getting up. I was still sleepy, like sleep deprived a little bit, but you know.
Are you still up there now?
Sleep deprived, sometimes not. Like I told y'all, sometimes she'll get at least 4 hours at night. You know, she won't sleep through the night all the day. But by the time I get up for work, she be ready to eat again. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. You know, I'm changing a little diaper, and that'll be it. So by the time I get ready to go to work, she'll be ready to go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I do just want to say, like, Justin is a phenomenal father. Like,
I appreciate that, cuz.
Like, he's been working this whole time. Like, he hasn't had, I think he only had, like, what, 2 days?
I 4 days off, you know.
Since she was born or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so other than that, like, he's been going to work, and he has to be at work at 6 something, so it's like
6:30 in the morning.
So at first, like, she was waking up like 2 or 3 times in the night, and so he wake up at like 5, and he still like just do what he needs to do. He don't complain. You know, in the last video I said he was complaining, but he don't complain at all. He's just phenomenal, and I must say you're great.
No, you're great. You're great. You're awesome.
But thank you. But yeah, we just be like, as new parents,
we try to work together, work as a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do things. It's no like, oh, you do this. It's not your turn. I mean, we both doing it at the same time, so
we may do the like your turn, my turn thing with the feeding, like during the day or something. Like I fed her last time, you feed her this time.
right.
But at night, like when she wakes up during the night, like we both get up. Like either I go make the bottle and he change the diaper, or he go make the bottle and I change the diaper. So it's just like we both be like, okay, we gonna sacrifice something. Now with me going back to work, this is going to be another adjustment for me because Justin's been at work, so now it's my turn to get back in the groove of going to work and also like coming home and doing this thing. So it's just
soon you'll be working from home.
right. I am about to start working from home. Thank the
cool.
Lord. I really don't want to be in the office at all. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to get a schedule down. When Naomi gets about a certain amount of months, she'll be at home with me just because she can be at home with her mama while I'm working.
We taking baths. Giving her baths. And
She
everything.
loves bath time. Oh my gosh. At first, you know, like when they can't get in the bath when they first come home because of the umbilical cord or whatever, I believe. And so she used to hate the wipe downs, y'all. Like, hate them, like, scream to the top of her lungs. Like, oh my gosh. I used to, like, what's the word?
What?
I used to, like, dread giving her a wipe down just because I know that she was going to scream. But now, like, we've started putting her in a big girl bath, that's what we call it, and she loves it. Like, she literally cries when she wants to get out, or she's just cold.
It's either that. She cold, or she don't want to get out the bath.
She loves it, like, literally. Like, she has the time of her life, and it's so cute.
So all you fathers out there, man, stay patient. Continue to work with your lady.
I was just about to say that, like, even though we have a child, we still make time for each other and just be there for one another, because I might not know what he's going through, he might not know what I'm going through, so we just always make sure we come and communicate
Right.
and just conquer this parent thing together, because we dope as parents.
For sure. But as of right now, you know, things are still getting, like, you know, as with this COVID stuff, so it's like we try not to do too much. Things are like going out and, you know, being in public. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to the store, we go to the store, but COVID's still going around, man. So, and she's pretty smart to even, you know,
Handle anything like that.
Handle anything as a COVID's concern. So,
yeah. We just, even though she's going to daycare, by the way, like, her daycare is very good. They wear their masks, yada yada yada. Like, they're very, you can't even put your shoes on in the room, like. So I know that they're very sanitized, all that stuff. But anyway, we're talking about like big places where it's like a lot of crowds. Like, if y'all know me, y'all know that I am one of the, like, I don't play that. Like, I cannot stand COVID. I'm pretty sure none of y'all can. But it's just like, I like be a homebody until she about 6 months, just for the safety of our child. And cause all that other stuff, like bars, all the nice restaurants, like, they gonna beat her. And so we just have to make it an effort to keep her healthy.
But Naomi is almost 2 months. it's a struggle though. Like that first month,
Oh,
you know, she used to being outside the world, outside the womb. So it's like, it's definitely a struggle, man. If you ain't used to getting up in the middle of the night, you're gonna be tired.
man.
Tired. They
Baby,
ain't
I was
lying.
sitting there crying.
And I
with
knew
Naomi.
we knew they was gonna come. We told y'all we knew we was
yeah.
gonna come with it, but you know, it's different. It's different hearing it and then actually being able to be in it and doing it and waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. She not going to sleep until another hour, is 2 hours and a half.
That's
But
definitely is a struggle.
but yeah.
But every time we catch, if one of us says something like, "Oh my God, like I'm so tired," or if I was down, like we'll remind each other like we got this, or like we just be like, "This will come with it, like it'll get better." Like this will come with it. So we just always remind each other like it gets better, which it does get better. It has gotten way better than what it was before.
For sure. We
I
starting to
can say.
learn her pretty well, and she.
Yeah, and she's getting a more personality, so we're kind of like it's so much better now. It's a little thing.
You might show. I showed y'all her a little bit
When did you show her?
on the last video. The last video, I showed her a little bit, but we might. I don't know. It's up to her.
It is up to me.
If she
But
wants,
you might,
put
we
her
might.
on. Put her on the you share y'all little Naomi to the YouTube family. But we appreciate y'all watching. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Continue to like, comment. You know,
And just,
turn us up, man.
yeah, it is what it is.
Turn us up. Turn us up. Turn us up.
But we are out.
Yes,
I'm about to
ma'am.
go cook.
We on the road to 100 subscribers right now.
Alright, we're halfway there.
Halfway there.
So
A quarter.
we're
Quarter there.
really, we gonna get it. But
Road to 100 subscribers, man. Continue to like. We love y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.